Your next car might cost less than your last one. That sounds strange, right? In a world where everything gets more expensive, Tesla just did the opposite. The electric car company, once known for its premium price tags, announced a bold price drop. This move is not just a small sale or a temporary discount. It is a fundamental shift in strategy. Tesla is making a clear statement. It wants to move its cars from the driveways of the wealthy to the garages of everyday families. This is a game changer for anyone who has ever looked at a Tesla and thought, maybe someday. That day might be a lot sooner than you think. This decision sent a shockwave through the entire auto industry. For years, the narrative around electric vehicles, or EVs, was about high costs and limited access. Tesla was the poster child for this idea. Its cars were sleek, futuristic, and expensive. But now, that story is changing. The company has decided to leverage its manufacturing power to bring prices down. So, which cars are we talking about? Tesla didn't just pick a random model, it targeted its heavy hitters, the Model 3, the Model Y. The Model 3 is the compact sedan that brought Tesla to a more mainstream audience. The Model Y is its crossover sibling, offering more space and versatility. These two already make up the vast majority of Tesla's sales. By making them cheaper, Tesla is pouring fuel on an already roaring fire. The company is doubling down on its most successful products, aiming for market saturation. This lets them streamline production and maximize efficiency gains. Let's talk numbers, where the story gets real. Before, standard Model 3 $40,000. Now, starting price closer to $33,000. Model Y, long range before $50,000. Now closer to $42,000. These are not small adjustments. A $7,000 or $8,000 price cut is significant enough to move a car from the dream category to the let's go for a test drive category for millions of households. These are real savings that make a tangible difference in monthly payments and overall affordability. What's the catch? To hit these prices, Tesla streamlined offerings. Core tech remains the same: big touchscreen, over-the-air software updates, impressive performance. However, some premium options have been bundled or removed from the base models. For example, the standard car might now come in fewer color choices. The premium interior with its high-end sound system might now be part of an extra package. The battery options have also been simplified. You might have fewer choices for range, with Tesla focusing on the most popular configurations to reduce manufacturing complexity. The benefit for you, the buyer, is clear: a lower entry point to the Tesla ecosystem. For many people, the core experience is what matters most. Smooth, quiet ride. Instant acceleration. Convenience of charging at home. They can live without a specific shade of red. Or a 14-speaker sound system if it means saving thousands of dollars. This move benefits first-time EV buyers the most. It removes the biggest barrier to entry, the high initial cost. It makes the long-term savings on gas and maintenance feel even more achievable from day one. How can a company just decide to make its products cheaper? The answer lies in the factory. Tesla has been obsessed with manufacturing efficiency for years. Gigafactories in Texas, Gigafactory Berlin, Gigafactory Shanghai. These plants are giant machines for making other machines. They've pursued innovations in robotics, automation, assembly line design. This price drop is the result of that work paying off. They're not just cutting margins to zero, they're lowering the actual cost to build each car. One major key: gigacasting. Instead of welding 70 different pieces together, Tesla uses a massive press to cast the rear underbody as one piece. That change eliminates hundreds of robots, simplifies the assembly line, and makes the frame stronger and lighter. Huge leap in manufacturing, like building a house with bricks versus pouring the entire foundation in one go. The result: faster production, lower cost, and more consistent cars. Tesla applied the same idea to battery packs. Batteries are the most expensive component. Tesla is integrating cells into the car structure, a structural battery pack. The battery helps support the frame, cutting material and weight. That reduces cost and improves handling and efficiency. Tesla's price drop is like a large stone thrown into a calm pond. The ripples will be felt everywhere. The most immediate effect is on other automakers. Ford, Hyundai, General Motors, Volkswagen have been racing to catch up to Tesla in the EV space. They have invested billions in developing their own electric cars. Now, just as their products are hitting the market, Tesla has moved the goalposts. they are suddenly forced to compete with a much lower price point from the market leader. This puts immense pressure on traditional car companies. They will have to look at their own pricing and decide if they can afford to match Tesla's cuts. This is difficult for them because their manufacturing processes are not as optimized for EVs. Many are still trying to turn a profit on their electric models. A price war could be devastating for their bottom lines. This might force them to accelerate innovations in battery technology and in manufacturing to reduce costs faster than planned. In essence, Tesla is forcing the entire industry to get more efficient, and that's ultimately a good thing for consumers. The impact extends beyond just electric cars. This move could speed up the decline of the internal combustion engine. So, who are the big winners in this scenario? The number one winner is you, the potential car buyer, specifically middle-income families who have been watching the EV revolution from the sidelines now have a ticket to the game. For years, the dream of owning a high-tech, environmentally friendly car was just that, a dream. Now, it's a realistic possibility. This price drop democratizes access to cutting-edge technology. It means more people can enjoy the benefits of electric driving, lower fuel costs, a quieter ride, a reduced carbon footprint. This is a huge win for consumer choice. The second big winner is the environment. The single best way to reduce transportation emissions is to get more people driving electric cars. Price is the biggest obstacle. By removing that barrier, Tesla is effectively accelerating the transition away from fossil fuels. More EVs on the road mean cleaner air in our cities and towns, less reliance on foreign oil, a step toward a more sustainable energy future. However, not everyone comes out ahead. Existing Tesla owners who bought their cars at higher prices might feel a sting. The resale value of their vehicles will likely take a hit. Additionally, competing automakers are in a tough spot. They are now facing a more aggressive competitor who is willing to use price as a weapon. This could lead to financial strain and force some smaller EV startups out of the market entirely. Another group that faces a challenge is the traditional car dealership. Tesla's direct-to-consumer sales model bypasses them completely. As Tesla gains more market share with these lower prices, the pressure on the dealership model will only increase. They will have to adapt to a world where online sales and fixed pricing are becoming the norm. While this disruption is difficult for those involved, it is part of a broader trend of simplifying the car buying process for consumers, ultimately removing a layer of cost and complexity from the transaction. While lower prices are exciting, it's important to understand the trade-offs. To make these cars more affordable, Tesla had to make some choices. The new, cheaper base models are not identical to their more expensive predecessors. As mentioned, you might get fewer standard features. Things like premium audio system, heated rear seats, advanced fog lights might now be optional. You need to read the specifications carefully to know what's included. It's a classic good, better, best. Battery, range. Standard range models versus long-range versions. For most people, daily driving around town, charging at home every night, standard range is more than enough. If you frequently take long road trips, pay extra for the larger battery pack. Trade-off, upfront cost versus long-distance convenience. Think honestly about how you'll use the car. Risk for Tesla, lowering prices reduces profit margin per car. To keep profits growing, Tesla must sell much higher volume. This is a high-stakes bet on continued massive demand. If the economy slows down or competition gets tougher, Tesla could be in a difficult position. The company bets on manufacturing efficiencies is still a risk. Finally, service and support network. Millions of new Teslas on the road, demand for service and support grows. Tesla expanding service centers and mobile fleet must keep pace. Potential trade-off, customer service experience could be strained. Before buying, check nearest service center, read owner reviews. You know. So, what should you do with all this information? The first and most important step is to see for yourself. If you are even remotely curious, you should schedule a test drive.